with regard to safety, something that you just brought up. All right, let me move on to the sectors we're looking at. Lee, you say sectors like banks, industrials, materials shot up too much too soon. Would you still buy into the banks? Go through some of the industries that you think are poised to grow and where you would be allocating capital right now. Lee Munson.
Yeah, so, I think everybody's waiting for some mild correction, but let's look out 6 to 12 months. I would still look at the banks. I mean, the bank index has outperformed the Nasdaq over the last month, and very few things can say that. I think that because, we still have real negative rates right now when you take a 10-year treasury and you subtract out what inflation is right now. So I think that yield is going to be more relevant. That cash pile that everybody's been talking about, there's still so much room to grow. So what we do know is that the Fed is not going to raise rates unless inflation is above 2%. We can't even get there, and they're going to want to see that for 3 to 6 months. So I would say right now, I love the banks because they have a real positive rate. I think the industrials, all that, we're going to get this just a little bit of reflation. We don't have to have runaway inflation. We don't have inflation at 3% and have the Fed go back on what they've said. I think those pro-cyclicals are what people are looking at. Also, again, people are looking to put money into an alternative to bonds. And when you consider that high-grade bonds are no longer where they need to be, then obviously people are going to look for some of the cheaper, low valuation names. And plus, we're going to reflate. We're going to have revenge travel. There's pent-up demand in autos. There's a lot of industrials that are going to start livening up in the next year. That's where I want to put the money. I'd even do it today if, you can look past the next 6 to 12 months.
I like that revenge travel. That's a good one. Darryl Cronk, Mike Murphy, Lee Munson, it is great to see you, gentlemen. Thank you so much. We'll be watching all of the above.